Welcome back. I am Zoe Flowers, and we are on day 4 of our 42 Confessions of MAAT. This one is I have not slain a man or a woman. So as I've done with the other ones, I'm looking at a spiritual killing, more than literal. Okay, so how do we address this energy? How do we address this energy in us? What is the message here about wanting to cast evil eye? That's what I'm thinking of. Wanting to cast evil eye on people. How do we get over that? Who can help us with that? Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So we start with Osiris. We literally have death and rebirth here. And then we end with souReq, Genesis. So that is super, super interesting. And then we have Heka, the alchemical force in the middle, which is also like our breath. And then we have Newt upside down as well. So I'm going to read from the book, but I just want to give my interpretation first. So because of Osiris, the way that Osiris was done dirty was literally like murdered and then, had to be put back together again. And so this was the result of jealousy. And isn't it interesting that he's green? The murderation was done because of jealousy, because of somebody's misunderstanding with Newt in reverse and Heka Force misunderstanding and misusing what I'm hearing is our divine guidance, what we know to be right, going against our own internal justice system. Our ideas of quote unquote right or wrong may be skewed because of the family. And I'm saying that because Osiris was murdered by his own family, and we know that a lot of the terrors that people experience happen within their own families. And we have number 6 here, and that represents family in numerology. So this could be some very old stuff that's surfacing when we look at people and we feel jealous. We want to give them the evil eye. We want to do all these things, right? So it says, he is the oldest son of Geb and Newt. He is often depicted as a mummy with black or green skin, which symbolizes the vital spirit of earth and vegetation. Osiris is Osiris is a just and compassionate God. He is the God of suffering victims and the oppressed, and as such, he suffers with mortals. All the power of fertility and reproduction reside within him, the cycle of death and rebirth. He presages the end of a cycle of a family relationship or a friendship. So in some ways, too, we might need to sever familial relationships, because with Osiris coming out first, this could also be like us being the subject of that energy, people giving us the evil eye and wishing bad things on us, right? So the message here is to welcome a new situation with confidence, even if it's different from what you've experienced up until now. Abandon the old order. So even if you come from families where there's disruption, misunderstanding, misinformation, going back to your genesis as a person, going back to your spiritual beginnings and aligning with your own spiritual beginnings. And as always, remember to be thankful for your life day after day, whether it's good or bad. Only in this way will honor and luck be your companions. So I'm going to just go to souReq. She is the great protectress of pregnant women and children, who is vigilant even in her sleep. Goddess depicted with the features of a pregnant hippo with human breasts standing on 2 legs with a crocodile's tail on her back. She is considered the mother of the sun and collaborates in his daily rebirth, as well as helping the deceased to be reborn to a new life. Yeah, an end to the old order, right? It's time to start things new. She symbolizes everything that leads to the generation of things and their appearance. You could start some new projects or have news on the way. This is the birth of something new, the arrival of a new life or the beginning of a relationship in your life, both in the beginning phase and in the sense of a bond that is welded, such as marriage. So that's it. Get excited about what you're doing. Get excited about what you're doing if you find yourself sending evil eye and separating yourself from folks if you feel like evil eye is being sent your way. I'm Zoe Flowers. Thanks for joining.